There are moments in royal history when crowns glitter and moments when truth strikes like thunder. In Ile-Ife, the palace walls have heard whispers before, but this time they heard a scream. Yes, you heard me well. A confrontation that rattled chambers. A wife whose entitlement finally collided with destiny. And a king who for the first time spoke without pity. Because when jealousy threatens the throne, evil silence becomes a weapon. Tonight, my people, on Awake Africa TV, we peel open the unreported clash before the coronation anniversary, when Ebony was said to have dared to question the Mercedes-Benz car given to Queen Naomi, and the Ooni of Ife was reported to have answered with fire. As the Yorubas will say, no one ascends a throne by force. When the time comes, truth reveals itself. So let's begin, my people. Okay? So before drums rolled out for the 10th coronation anniversary, before praise singers gathered to chant the Ooni of Ife's lineage, a different kind of thunder struck inside the palace, which they did everything to conceal, for obvious reasons, because everybody was getting ready, preparing for the 10th coronation anniversary. Ebony, the mother of entitlement, was said to have locked hands with the Kabiyesi over a matter that did not belong to her. The 2025 Mercedes-Benz given to Queen Naomi after the Sacred of Faraday reconciliation rite was the subject of the disagreement right here. She paced, restless, her voice high, her pride louder, complaining, lamenting, insisting she deserved the spotlight. She always deserved the spotlight in everything going on in that palace. She spoke of sacrifice, of time spent, of effort invested. Just imagine the person complaining, which sacrifice is she even referring to every time? She spoke like someone who believed love should be measured by material gifts. And destiny, she also believed that destiny can be contested. But the Ooni of Ife was reported to be quiet at first, while she was at it again. The quiet before a storm Yoruba people always fear. Then Ooni of Ife finally spoke. His breathing was said to have changed, His eyes hardened. His voice rose, not in disrespect, but in truth. He went on, I married you out of duty and obligation, not love. Don't forget this. Omo, they said when these words came out, the words cut across Ebony like hot steel. Honestly, because she didn't see this coming. Her shoulders stiffened. There's a way you hear things like this that your shoulder will stand by force now. Your facial expression, everything will just change completely. So she was not expecting this, like I said. She didn't expect to hear this sort of words because they were so brutally frank. Okay? So, but Ooni of Ife delivered them with finality. But the Ooni of Ife walked closer. Each word carried millennium-long authority as he walked closer. And he went on, I have protected you. I have provided for you. I have respected you. But do not twist the story. Do not pretend you don't know your place. And this is the thing I feel appalling with this ebony of a woman. Don't forget that I know a lot of you know how she came into the palace, who she was at the time that Queen Naomi reigned supreme right there. She was this kind of person that couldn't even stand, to look into Queen Naomi's eyes when Queen Naomi reigned supreme. That was the position that she was at that time. But not too long that when Queen Naomi left that place, completely out of the palace, that was when she was able to gather energy, to be able to stand to now become what she is today. Okay, so that is why Ooni of Ife is reminding her that you know your place. Yes, you know your place. And don't pretend about that. Ebony's lips trembled, her pride shattered. But Ooni of Ife continued. He went on to say, and if you continue this behavior, you will go back to the UK and remain there until I say otherwise. And this UK thing, I'm even surprised. This time she came and it's like, almost she not go anywhere again. So all her business and everything she's doing in UK, she has suspended all of them in order to just be there in Ileife, causing one havoc to the other. If all the stories we are hearing are true. So I'm happy that Ooni of Ife is wielding the big stick at this moment. It was no longer an argument. It became a decree. She tried to retaliate, but he raised his hands. Enough. Yes. Then came the bullet that pierced deepest. Not, it wasn't even shouted, but spoken like a verdict. What is your business? Ooni of Ife is still talking now. He said, what is your business with the car I have given to Naomi? Did I not give you your own car? That was the question she was asked. Ebony froze because the king was dismantling her jealousy publicly. And I like that. And the Ooni of Ife pressed further. Yes, Ooni of Ife ready for her that day. They said, Ooni of Ife pressed further. Stop pretending you don't know the difference between your situation and that of Queen Naomi. Queen Naomi, the wife who bore his hair. Don't forget, this is the mother of his first son. You saw that video we watched a few days ago. You saw what happened. You saw the conviviality of their conversation. You saw the mystery with the words that Ooni was using to speak with Tadenikawo. Those words were that internship, between those the father and the son, were not just ordinary. You need to watch that video again to understand that there was a lot of mystery about what was going on right there. Okay? So Ooni of Ife is saying, stop pretending you don't know the difference between your situation and hers. Queen Naomi, like I said, is the mother. It's not just a wife, but the mother, of his first son. The queen who endured humiliation. The queen who left with his son. Who walked through spiritual fire and yet is still standing and is still rising. The Yoruba say, you do not mock what destiny has crowned. But Ebony tried again, invoking loyalty, sacrifice, years spent. And I'm asking, what sacrifice, for God's sake? Who sacrificed? What are you bringing to the table? Yeah, the Ooni of Ife shut that down as well. You agreed to your place, he said. You were never deceived. You accepted duty, not affection. Ebony's tears finally escaped at this moment. They said the tears, they don't know when they come to drop. Not of pain, but wounded ego. Because her ego was brutalized completely. The king ended with a dagger wrapped in silk. If you cannot accept the difference between obligation and love, then step back, because Queen Naomi's honor is not your battleground. This one heavy. And with that, he walked away without turning back, leaving Ebony alone with jealousy as her companion. The palace, silence, just went silent, because coronation preparation is heavy on their hands when this happened. So the preparation completely overshadowed the drama. And that was why they did everything, to conceal it. But truth is like smoke. Yes, now. Truth is like smoke. It escapes cracks and still comes out. So my people say, what was whispered yesterday, thunder announces today. Now Nigerians know the cracks began long before the drums roared. And while Ebony, nurses bruised pride, Queen Naomi's star keep rising, calmly, quietly, divinely, because destiny does not argue. It simply manifests. That's it. Because in Yoruba land, they say, the destiny meant for royalty cannot be displaced by noise. Yes, it can never be displaced by noise. Ebony cried for recognition. Queen Naomi received it in silence. And as this palace chapter unfolds, my people, remember, some thrones are earned, others are endured. Okay? Queen Naomi's own was written long before jealousy found language. Okay? So let me just say this. As you always know, we in TV, Awake Africa TV, we do not support violence. We do not support cyberbullying of any sort. But I tell you, wherever the truth is, the drum of truth will always beat. And destiny will always win the beat of that drum any day, anytime. So, what do you think about this story with uh, 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 um, uh, uh, Ebony? Please feel free to go to the comment section and leave your thoughts right there. And hopefully, yours sincerely will meet you right there to take this conversation much, much further. I hope you are enjoying your weekend anyway. Okay, I'll be right back. God bless you. Bye bye.